allergies are is a reaction of our immune system to something that is in our environment. So that may not be something that is really poses a risk to our body, but our body treats it as a threat. And so when we're very stressed out, our immune system gets taxed a little more, and we divert our resources away from our immune system. And so there's even more chance of our immune system behaving poorly, so to speak, or not having enough resources to do what it needs to do. And one of the side effects of that we can see is an aggravation of allergies, or the appearance of allergies, seasonal allergies, for example, that hadn't been there before. And so we see that there actually is a relationship that when we're more stressed, we tend to express our allergies a little more severely or come up with new ones that we didn't have before. We often see, because we're very stressed out, if you have chronic anxiety, for example, you're always spending a lot of energy in that stress mode. And so all of our resources get fueled into how to cope with stress and how to respond as if we were always running from a bear, so to speak. So we're using up all of these resources in that direction, and there's not as many resources set to calm our digestion, break down our food properly, and absorb all of those nutrients. There's not as many resources sent to building our immune system and making new immune cells that circulate our body and look for threats. And so we can get this sort of hyperreactivity, just like when we're anxious all the time, the smallest thing can startle us in a really big way. It's in a similar way, our immune system is overreactive. So the smallest threat, we kind of just push really hard and can see a bit of an autoimmune reaction, which is like an allergy. So our immune system overreacting to allergens. So there is a connection there with both an intense stressor, so it might be something that just happens, that's a big event, but our body behaves in a very similar way if it's chronic stress, such as anxiety or other mental health challenges. Certainly a lot of us are experiencing those in spades the last year and a half. We're just not equipped to continuously do that without taking a break to rest and recharge. And without that, our immune system can't bounce back. It can't sort of level out and then react with a more measured response to things like pollen in the air or certain foods that we eat.